Blood-pumping action awaits us with the 1999 action RPG game Crusaders of Might and Magic, which released on PlayStation as well as on Windows PC. Yes, my little skeletons, today's title is a spin-off of the Might and Magic game series and the first one to set place in the fictitious world of ARDON. Timestamps below as usual for those viewers that can't be bothered listening to me.
Why?
Giving some background information, just want the game itself. Skip to about here for that. Go to the line with the likes if you're on a phone and hype the video. You get 3 hypes per week for your favorite YouTubers and it really helps. Then like, comment, subscribe, I make weekly videos, yada yada yada. Condensing the gigantic Might and Magic series history into a little taster of information from me of all people won't be easy, but let's try. It all began on a November night not unlike right now in 1986 with Might and Magic Book 1, The Secret of the Inner Sanctum as New World Computing's gaming debut. The creator, John Van Caneghem, fresh out of UCLA, wrote the game on an Apple II, mailing out copies in plastic bags from his apartment. Word caught on, popularity grew around this fascinating RPG, and soon ports were even made on the Commodore 64, Apple II, and even the NES. From that success, Caneghem went on to spearhead the next successive 7 installments in the series, each adding new combat features, expanding the world, going from strength to strength, until the bankruptcy of New World Computing's parent company and Might and Magic publisher 3DO. That console strikes again in my videos, what a fascinating failure. Might and Magic made the dimensional jump into a 3D world in 1998 with Might and Magic 6. Fantastic stuff and really well received, but the world of CRPG gaming was exploding in the late 90s with the titles like Baldur's Gate, Elder Scrolls and Fallout. It seemed like the future was bright. The problem was that the mustache money twiddlers at the top of 3DO wanted a new entry from both Might and Magic as well as a spin-off every single year. It's very difficult to keep ground and keep quality up when you are working non-stop crunch time. The 9th entry essentially released in an alpha state, and eventually Ubisoft bought up the dwindling series. I've never played any of the Might and Magic games, purely because they've so much party management. I have the attention span of a flea. You're gonna see how easily I get lost in the playthrough. But they always looked fascinating to me. First-person fantasy RPGs, dungeon crawling, encountering all sorts of creepy ghouls and monsters. The games owed a lot to the Wizardry franchise, but made with more exploration and vast outdoor areas. So why am I covering this entry of all of the franchise? Well, it's an action RPG from the late 90s, which is very this channel. Crusaders is far from the only spin-off as well, the most successful probably being the Heroes of Might and Magic series beginning in 95 and the latest coming out this year in 2025. So ARDON. I mentioned that at the start, Crusaders is the first game set in this universe before Warriors of Might and Magic as well as Shifters. What the hell is Shifters? Nope, don't know this one. Sadly, the Crusaders game started with 1 and finished there as well. The Windows version of the game, which I'll be playing today, was intended to be released alongside the PlayStation 1 for Christmas season of 1999. The console's development team worked on their version for years, while the Windows team were only given 7 months to do it all, even retrofitting an existing first-person shooter engine to handle third-person combat. Both Crusaders games are not the same at all. Different storylines, new areas created for the PC version, but the PlayStation has unique elements as well. Let me know in the comments below if you played the PlayStation version and if it's worth checking out. Leading up to release, expectations were high. 4 million units of the entire franchise had been sold up to date. 3DO were talking up the graphics engine and the spline-based animation system for combat realism unseen in gaming yet. Spline. How did all this turn out? Did Crusaders stick the landing, switching from CRPG to action-based third-person? It's a game I'm covering, so you probably know the answer to that already. With all that said, let's armor up and dive right into the world of ARDON and begin our crusade. I'm recording this in a different location. If I sound weird, that is why.
Testing, testing.
GOG purchased, this should work straight out of the digital box. Everyone hush, it's a prologue cutscene time.
A village at peace, but not for long. For tonight brings the scourge, the terror, and the madness of the horde known as the Legion of the Fallen.
Necros, the big bad necromancer, burns down a small friendly village with his undead army. Hear us, we are Lil Boy Drake, the only survivor of the massacre. Our journey will be to confront Necros and exact revenge. But first, a glow-up. All with voiceover man in the background.
They are the heralds of death who attack by night, ravaging town after town with no mercy.
Attack!
And we just have a smorgasbord of skeletons. I'm getting overwhelmed over here.
The greatest of all necromancers, raising his legions from the grave, but cursed with an inability to die himself.
Can I join you guys?
No.
Oh. Bitch.
It's back to the grave for you.
The master wants this one.
Main menu, should I try out the training? Sure, why not? Into the dungeons, where this doesn't look too bad at all. For $19.99 with no patches or fixes, this is alright. For now. Our character Drake is a bit camera shy though. Let me look at you. Let me just look at you. Learn to walk, interact with people, combat some Batman villains, try out the weapon types, a sword, an axe, and a mace. Scratch. Crusading is itchy work. We can view our player level and statistics. This is an RPG after all. Some platforming. Holy hell, this boy can jump. Also quick save, a heavenly gift from older times. And finally a fight. Or not. Though this is the true start of the game. Back in a dungeon.
He'll be out for hours. Hurry up then, so we can get back to the dice game.
We get the first part of our quest after freeing this other Crusader, to visit Celesteela the Enchantress at the Citadel and let her know of the Scourge's spread.
No, I need to find other Crusaders. You go, meet with Celestia, tell her what you've seen.
That's a Pokemon, right? Outdoors. It's not too shabby looking either. Oh! Spoilers, fights rarely go this easily in the game. Let's open the front doors and move on. Getting to grips with the fighting more, 1v1 the shield is very useful. The AI will block and evade as well. It's engaging, but you don't get to make too much mistakes. Others just like to watch. Jiggling pervert. Nom nom nom. Let's explore the world of ARDON more, maybe have a little peek inside this tavern.
Are you a nobleman or a bandit? Sorry to be so rude, but it is hard to tell these dangerous times.
Already I can see the voice acting is interesting. Probably just devs and friends lending a hand. It's adorable at times, I'm not going to go too hard on it.
You should keep your armor in top condition. The slightest tarnish could result in a crack at the wrong time. Then you would not have to worry about diligence any longer.
My livestock has been disappearing in the night. Celestia needs to send more protection to us.
We can use our first spell, Torchlight, to illuminate dark surroundings, extremely necessary later on in the dungeons and caverns. Yoink. Our inventory is grid-based and fun enough to interact with, even pausing the combat so you aren't snuck up upon and bedaggered. Hello? Occasionally, as a grand finale to a fight, you get a triumphant victory noise complete with slow motion execution. Kinda like in Skyrim. Doesn't just always happen in 1v1 though, so the fight isn't over.
I have seen the Crusaders, marching and on maneuvers. They are so noble and honorable in their cause.
Alright love, you want a bit of rumpy-pumpy, do we? What you say?
The world feels slightly alive, definitely not static. A bit linear, sure, and sparse in parts, but I have seen a lot worse at the time. Tons of crates and barrels to smash for potential goodies. We are picking up gold to use for merchants later, as well as various potions.
Hey, do you like me sunflowers?
Hello there, welcome to the Squire's Buyer. Can I interest you? Ah, no. Yoink. Bye. Oh.
I am too busy now to talk, but maybe later.
A good rule of thumb when you get lost, find a route with enemies to know you haven't been there before. Speaking of enemies, we're already getting groups of 3 and this can be rough. How about a quick question of the day? Because it's gonna be prevalent in this game. What game did you get most lost in? Just give me a game where you spent so much time trying to find where to go.
This land is doomed! The elves are smart enough to go into hiding or altogether leave. Why are we doing so stupid?
I am Casper. Hail, I am Casper.
No, you aren't. He is. Here is our map, all 10 pixels of it. Here is a better one I found online, probably from a game running the patch correctly. It's all but useless.
And could not take up arms anyway against the Legion. I have my family to look after.
You look like a warrior.
Loot is of course a key part of any Might and Magic game, and Crusaders is no different. Enemies often drop weapons, potions, and currency, and it's very fun going through the gear, finding what's best, managing your space, and selling off crap you don't want. 9 times out of 10, whatever weapon the enemy holds, they will drop for you to use as well. Are you a child, a small person, a dwarf, a hobbit? Maybe an imp? No, I'm from Cork, actually. After much faffing about, Drake reaches a floating gondola lift to the Citadel.
I'm Drake. Can you give me a lift to the Citadel?
Sure, hop on.
I'm Drake.
Oh, okay, you can put subtitles on. Apologies about that, all.
Listen very carefully. Travel to the place and retrieve the thing and place it within the other thing.
Hold on, has this guy been reading my script?
They fight for glory, truth, and honor. I believe they will make a difference.
I am of the new elite. You should watch your tongue in my presence.
Fucking excuse me? No fair, you had to team up. Finally, we meet the Enchantress, donning a fantastically sinister mask. I think, anyway. The main section of the game is underway. We are made a crusader and told to head to the Dwarven land to convince the king to grant us a horn.
Now that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? That sounds a bit like... BUM!
Steady. The Horn of Shattering to break down the barrier of the scourge-ridden stronghold.
And accordingly, you will be granted the honorable title of Crusader.
So I discussed loot briefly, but for armor upgrades, pretty much all were bought from armorers and shops. And don't we just look dashing? Give us a look, give us a twirl, give us a kiss. The Citadel is a fun place to explore. You get supplies around the place, you can find quite meticulously designed areas off the beaten track. Big Echo the Dolphin fans here too. But right now we begin our journey to the dwarven city of Carantha, which means beelining through the catacombs. Oh, good start. Okay. Huge step up in difficulty here. I'm loving the look, the damp rooms, creepy dungeon atmosphere, but the enemy count just explodes. With spell slingers and never enough health potions. I do hope we get some spells to fight back with soon. Deeper and deeper underground by torchlight. Who knows what's ahead? 'Cause you know, the draw distance. Let me at him! Let me at him! On combat, it is very punishing and kind of frustrating at times. Imagine this without quick save. Oh, do the fire hurt? It do not. Just broiling my bottom here.
Ubenaka!
A new enemy approaches, the first of several elementals, this one being the rock type. No surprise, hits very hard. Whoa. I didn't speed him up. Help! Help! Okay, not too bad. I think I caught him in a stun loop or something. I'm gonna need my commenters' help. I saw a playthrough and this was boarded up, no jumping required. What was that about? Did I miss something? Not that I was ever looking for help or anything in life. Sadly, I have to jump it all while being zapped and stared at menacingly. Hey, where'd the other guy go? New Morning Star weapon in hand, it smacks awful nice, and I feel a little bit like Sauron going around here. Aha, going the wrong way. Cool. Bah. Oh, I want that. Oh, I thought this was a Warhammer. I'm just noticing, is there any music in this game? I see an option, but maybe a glitch? I'm not hearing anything. Yep, there is a folder, and this sounds pretty good too. Huh, maybe just my version. Out of the caverns and into Duskwood. Maybe my favorite zone in Warcraft. Here it's very green and very murky, just crawling with, what are these things? Dashers? Quite weak, but will swarm you if they build up in numbers. A new spell is dropped, but it's just a defensive. Stone Skin. Handy, but I really want some offense. So at some point I just started running, just ignoring all the enemies because this zone is so endless and same looking. And it kind of snowballed. Maybe I can cheese them up here. Ha-ha! Nope. Phew. Like I had hoped, enemies disappear between zones. We have reached Carantha, a nice dwarven settlement, new armory sections to buy upgrades, after which we need to talk to the king of the Stoneheart clan.
But if the Crusaders can't stop the Legion, the spreading bloodshed will make your civil war look like a family feud. That's why King Stoneheart must...
There is no King Stoneheart. Ha! He's been slain and his son Prince Dane kidnapped.
Okay, he's dead. So no surprise, one fetch quest turns into another. The king is dead and the Prince of Dwarves has been kidnapped down in the local mines.
Pervert!
You don't belong here, do you?
I love the way the dwarves waddle up to you. The rebel miners, the dwarves, not children, are so much easier to deal with, little range and much slower. And I'm quite enjoying the setting after the awful running around in Duskwood.
Run, dude. Oh, dude, he's so fucked. Dude.
No, the other one. Great contrast of lighting from the Magman's shadowy tunnels and even a new fireball spell. Okay, Crusaders, I see you. Adding a whole new aspect to the combat, so much more fun to have some range. Hey, who turned the lights out? That was way too easy. Your rock cousin is way tougher. Let's get the Prince Dane out of here and get the horn finally.
But as you well know, the Scepter of Regency is no longer in your possession. And without it, we cannot grant this request.
What?
Oh. In case you didn't get that, to wield dwarven power, the prince needs a scepter which the ogres stole, who are hiding out in Duskwood. Shite. Oh, I've done a big circle. That's fun. That's really fun. Sure is fun to be stuck in this crazy biome with a fart gas barrier at every edge of our radius.
Bye-bye.
I do love how the ginger ogres say bye-bye when they're slain.
Bye-bye.
Just so lost. Everywhere looks the same. Going a teeny weeny bit insane here. How about a quick pick-me-up with a new spell, Life Leech? Have we got some Legacy of Kain blood drainage going on? Kinda. You emit a cloud which drains your foe's health back to you slowly. I'm always a fan of this kind of fighting. Can I have another clue? No. Finally, I found the ogres. Let's battle this out and grab the scepter. That was not my edit. What? Where am I and where did the ogres go? We do have the scepter now. I don't know what the game is doing. Okay, back we go. We finally have the Horn of Shattering. So now what?
Drake, I can't express our gratitude for the recovery of the scepter.
Yeah. What about the horn?
The horn has been bound to you, Drake, and only you can use it. Ha! Good luck in your battle against the Legion.
Let's upgrade our gear anyway and grab a new weapon at the same time, a holy sword. Divine Smiting awaits, which suits the Crusader title, I think. As a man who finds more and more greys each month, I'm kinda digging this silver fox look for the hero. The biggest issue by far with Crusaders is just how much backtracking through tedious maze zones you have to do. Just non-stop. Hey! Big fan. You can roll, by the way, and occasionally it's handy, but this is no Dark Souls, no iframes here, so often you just get walloped on the tush as you sonic your way out of the way. Oh, hello, a new spell. Hello. Heroism. Hard to tell, but from the wiki this gives 50% more damage and 10% more speed. Considering how much bloody backtracking we have to do, speed I will take. Whoa, that's a large chap. And you dropped nothing? I'm loving the spells and the choices, and it's making the combat far better, but the targeting and wasting mana is a huge pain. I also love the touch whereby undead skeletons will drain your life with the Life Leech spell. Being undead and all, cool touch. Check out this guy hurling rancid meatballs at me. Oh my, whoa! I even learned a flight spell. That's so handy. It looks like I'm surfing. No. Don't show that. Okay, fine. Do it the real way. We get fun vampiric gear that is completely useless against all of the undead, which are 90% of the enemies right now. We learn Force Lightning. Yeah, unlimited power. And finally back to our gondola driver.
Where's Erin?
She's transporting Captain Ursand and a group of Crusaders to the glaciers.
Alright, Celeste, I'm back. I've done an awful lot of crusading. What have you got for me?
Captain Urson and several of my best Crusaders have not returned from their mission into the glaciers. I need you to find them.
Oh, you're telling me to bugger off to the glaciers and do some backtracking. Rescue some lost Crusaders? Okay. Well, that sounds fun, doesn't it? So much simps for the Enchantress here. Give me the super chats, not her.
I do apologize. And her title and my...
You really don't look that busy. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Acknowledge me, I'm the hero. Same areas again, but with some new enemies at least. This Lich emits a huge purple AoE ring of death.
Ah!
Ow. Still, after a big fight, as tedious as they can be, grabbing all the loot is kind of fun. Oh my god, that's a lot. Take two. Aha! Not a big fan of the stairs, are you?
Yo! Oh! Yo! Get down here!
Seriously, how much health does this guy have? He does drop a nice new ring, more HP. Okay, that tracks. And it's a nice big upgrade, and so is our next spell, Freeze. A big ramp up cast which can be interrupted, but an absolute beast of a spell against 1 or 2. Just make sure you time it correctly. Oh fuck me, I've gone the wrong way. Backtracking again. I can spare you guys this. You guys don't need to see this. Ta-da! Into the snow. Snow levels always perk me up a bit. New ice elementals, and up ahead some new ogres. Oh, and statues. Oh, you're not a statue.
Captain, are you okay?
The last thing I remember is being attacked by ice titans. Have you seen Gerard or Amroth?
I'm Drake. So that's it.
This guy sounds like a Geiger counter and hands us a rune so that we may talk with his kind. Progress. Back to the glaciers, life-stealing enemies all the time. It's a solid spell system with physical attacks to finish them off. I feel like I'm actually improving the combat. Not a ton of loot dropping at this stage though, which is a pity. Okay, now what? I reached the end of this glacial tunnel, I killed an elite scourge enemy, maybe I'm missing some key info? Huh. Oh, you mean I clicked this random shape? It's a button, of course. Oh, this little Lego block, sticking out of this gigantic Lego block. Where have I gone?
Enough sarcasm, Macheen. This is what you get.
What?
The stupid voices, the errors, it's time to atone for your sins and silly channel silliness.
Feel like I'm inside a gaming keyboard. What a dreary place.
Oi, take this seriously.
We grab the spell at the end of the red room and figure out how to escape.
No, stay away from that button.
Listen to me. The Legion is driving your people mad. I know how to cure them.
The bug-like Dasher race are being controlled by the Legion of the Undead. It is time for us to free them. Bring me to your leader.
You got it.
At the end of the day, they are actually lovely little chaps. Most are friendly. Hi, Nebel. We even get a ranged weapon for the last sections. Better late than never, even if it does sound like you're throwing a plastic cup around. Also, bow, but you throw. Throw, bow? I don't know. With that, we bid the bugs adieu and head back to the dwarves. How much times have I done this journey now and I still get lost?
What? No, that can't be.
Ha! This is a shocking turn of events. Are there more?
Most likely. I'll do what I can. But I gotta rejoin the crusade.
Hold on, what? Those barrels are making squishy breaking noises and bleeding. This is an odd bow. Another new zone, a stronghold just riddled by the undead. Really like this area and wish there were more ones like it. Nicely detailed, and we even get my favorite spell. Spectral Friend, a big cast and then you let your ghost buddy attack for you. I'm gonna call him Charles. Go get him, Charles. Very nice, very nice. Good job. At the magically sealed door, we finally use the Horn of Shattering. It's time to clear out every bit of undead, me and Charles to the end. Okay, so now what? We've cleared the Scourge from the land, but Necros is still around. We need to get aboard his Juggernaut, which is still currently on course for the Citadel. A fun change of scenery again. The Might and Magic series has a lot of sci-fi involved, so this adds up. Hey, Charles, don't hit me. Okay, Charles, look at me. Charles, hey. While they're dancing, you sneak up and get him. Go get him, champ. No, Charles, don't you dance. It's the final boss, Necros themselves. A wonderful design. I would have transmogged like this in games. Probably like a week ago even.
I seem to be getting awful popular with the freaks these days.
I've had a sixth sense about you, warrior. There's magic within you. I know. I am Necros. Not for long.
Just an edgy robed sorcerer. No joke of a fight either. He spews ranged green at you. You have to break down that shield around them as well. And up close, he will kill you very quickly. Use the pillars and run up when the time is right. You are not as cool looking up close. Bit of a goober.
Your battle lit the entire horizon, Drake. We held our breath, But soon we knew you'd prevailed, for the skies cleared at once, and the Legion fled back into their tunnels.
Necros defeated, we all have a team huddle at the fortress entrance. All kinds, all races, all joined together in harmony. The lands united with a Holy Crusader man to lead them all. Ta-da, it's over. The crusade is over. To the Tier 3 Armored Horsemobile! I've written M&M for Might and Magic so much in this script that I'm craving some chocolate now. Before I go on, I am aware I missed lots of things like spells and items and holy conflagration and slow. In the end, Crusaders of Might and Magic took me about 7 or 8 hours to complete. God only knows how much of that was wandering back and forth. So much fetch quests. Wanderers of Might and Magic should be the title, really. Metacritic? Fair enough. Okay. User score of 6.7, which is higher than I expected. Anything funny or insightful? Willy Ongo gave this a 10 out of 10, saying this game is really good. At this point, it's just old. Play it on the PlayStation. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's go through some gaming magazines, find some critics. Next Generation Gaming Magazine said, "All things Might and Magic no longer shine. Keep clear of this failed experiment." Trent C. Ward at IGN said, "Crusaders of Might and Magic is a bad game." Alright then. What else are reviewers saying? It's boring, too much running, spells are fun to use, nice lighting, good creature designs. Frustrating. Okay. I think we get the gist of what critics were saying around 2000. Wasn't getting rave reviews, that's for certain. Let's break down my thoughts into the good and the bad, starting with the good. The core combat, while a little limited, is solid. Moment-to-moment fighting is fun and not just the same over and over. Especially with the fun spells. Takes a while to get the ball rolling on them, but they are a blast to use. Ranged fireballs or lightning, up close freezing, life leech, buffs, spectral friends. Oh, Charles. Looting kept encounters interesting too. Badly needed potions, new weapons, always great in a game, especially in RPG. The lighting and spell colors and graphics in other areas like the stronghold still look quite nice. Unpatched even, vivid and engaging. The world is definitely interesting. I found the races and different biomes mostly pretty good, and all the weapons and things, it's fascinating. I would like to know more. Okay, so the bad. The backtracking. Basically stops this game from being good, it's that bad. Every quest asks you to go find someone or something, and that means going back through areas you've already been and you'll still get lost. Very tedious. I would love more weapon variants, bows, no, not that one. Crossbows, daggers, two-handed weapons, staves, anything like that to shake it up would have been greatly appreciated. The story is bare bones, a long muddled fetch quest, and with the backtracking and getting lost you kind of forget what you're doing or where you even are a lot. That draw distance in some zones is rough. The characters are just threadbare. Our guy is just a quippy American dude. Repetition hits hard as well, same enemies, same zones, so much same. So what's my conclusion? Time has mostly forgotten this game, considering it is part of such a famous franchise, and honestly, I can see why. Fans of Might and Magic would not get the RPG fix from this at all, or the depth, and the action fans just got a very basic action RPG. Heretic 2 came out the year before, and okay, Heretic is a different type of game at the end of the day, but if you treat them both as ARPGs, Heretic is just far superior in every single way, so much more inventive. Or even Rune. Rune came out the year after and stands the test of time so much better. Why though?
Why?
Sure, all that gore helped, but no joke, I think so much lies with that downtime and wandering around. It's beyond tedious and ruins the experience of what in other areas is a really solid game. Keep the zones smaller and better design, and add more interactive elements. The rush development definitely could explain a lot, some copy-paste fights and sections, but still, considering they had 7 months, definite props to the devs. Not their fault. Would I recommend this game? I would, maybe if you played all the other better ARPGs from around that time, like the ones mentioned above, and you just want more. Then, sure, grab this super cheap and be prepared for some Lord of the Rings meandering around between fun, slashing, and spellcasting. Could it be fixed with a remaster? Shorten the walking sections, add more enemies and variety along with the world building, or even just a quick travel button and a new lick of paint? I would buy that game day one. There's definitely a good game in here somewhere, you just have to walk for days on end to find it. That is the video. Thank you all for watching this week. I realize this is not a shooter or war related game, so views might take a bit of a nosedive, but you gotta play what you wanna play. I hope you all enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did, and maybe even if you didn't, you made it this far, you could at least press a button. Let me know in the comments if the PlayStation section is worth checking out, or if possibly I got anything wrong. Surely not. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on X and Blue Sky for random comments and clues about the games and all kinds of cats and crap. Maybe some skeletons and rats. Huge shout out to my Ko-Fi supporters, there they are, great people there. Head to that link if you want to follow me or support or leave a tip, it helps so much. And of course my little skeleton channel members spamming those emojis, do sign up if you want those. Next week, probably a shooty-kabooty type game. I'm Mr. Macheen and I'll see you next time.